Welcome everyone. I hope you guys are doing well today. Are you guys ready for some more hot fictional anime vid? I am so excited for today's stream. I have not played through these stories yet for Sylus and Caleb. I've been holding off on them. I didn't know if I wanted to stream them or just play by myself. But I decided it would be nice to stream them so everyone can see my reaction and just see me fangirling over my fave two best boys. I'm really excited because one of the cards was one of the free ones for Sylus you got with the login. And looked like a cute little spa day one, and I'm so happy about that one. I love little cute moments with Sylus. It's the best thing ever. Seeing this boss just having all these cute moments. Chica-chan, hello, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, as always, I do have my cat Price on my desk knocked out. He should be fine. I don't think he's gonna snore. We'll pray. If he does snore, just ignore that one. Oh yeah, so we're gonna play with two of Sylus's Falling For You and then one of Caleb's. For Caleb's, it was the one from the last Quint banner, and I'm excited to play with that one because it's like the gear and everything is really good. I do know they just released Caleb's Myths cards. I want them so bad, but I'm gonna have to skip those and go for the rerun because Sylus's birthday is soon, and I know his banner might fuck me over. I am so scared his birthday banner might not give me his card, so I'm just gonna have to hold off on Caleb for now. But from what I've seen on Twitter, they gave him a nice ass in that outfit though, and I'm just kind of like, maybe I kind of want to pull, but I don't trust myself. So everything I'm saving is for Sylus. Nothing can go to anyone else. Sylus only. And hopefully his banner should be soon. I think the Caleb event for his myth ends in like 10 days. And that's just right around the corner with Sylus's birthday. So everything works out. So I'm good. I have like 2 weeks. Hopefully, we'll pray. I might have to save up some money for his birthday card. But I'm thinking it's going to be good. All of Sylus's cards have been nice to me. I've gotten basically every single one of them when I pulled for them. Only had to spend maybe $50, $75 per banner, which honestly isn't that bad for me, which I'm pretty happy about. So yeah, we're going to go ahead. Let's see. We're going to start off with Sylus's, then we're going to switch to Caleb, and then we're going to end off the stream with Sylus because that is best boy. I love him with all of my heart. I can't believe this fictional man just has butterflies fluttering in my stomach. I giggle, kick my feet, I blush whenever I see this man. Which one do I want to start with? I have two of them. I think I want to do... Which one was it? I think it was the one that they just gave us. Not that. Magnum Opus? This one! All right. So this is a date with no special occasion, just a desire to see each other. The yearning, oh my god, I love the romance in this game so much. These men feel like actual real men, and my bar, if I ever date someone, is super high in the sky. Like, all the green flags, please. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started. Let me fix my phone and make sure it's charging. There we go. It's the weekend, and I'm spending the afternoon sprawled out on my couch while idly playing with my phone. These past few weeks have been packed with missions. I had finished my last assignment, and it was already dawn when I got home. Is it Sylus calling me? Please? Look at you, look at my man!
Do you have any plans for today, kid?
Oh, Sylus, you're so precious. My whole body is sore, so I'm just going to stay on this couch until I pass out.
You can't sleep?
The opposite, actually. I'm trying not to fall asleep too quickly. After all, this is my precious day off.
Do you want to grab some coffee then?
Ooh, I don't drink coffee though. It kills me every time they play a game and this always asks for coffee. I don't drink coffee. I had way too much caffeine yesterday.
What about a joyride?
Sylus, do you think a certain someone is trying to get me out of the house?
Observant as always.
Did you want me to get some fresh air, touch grass? But the inside is so nice.
I used every trick in the book, yet a certain smart hunter won't take the bait. I wonder what could possibly convince her to go outside.
If you're patient, you can wait until next week when the hunter has another day off. Ooh, pretending it's hot chocolate is good. I usually pretend like a smoothie because I really like smoothies.
Patience is a rare commodity when you live in a world centered around survival of the fittest.
Sylus, if you want to see me, you can just say so. Come on over, do you miss me? That's perfectly fine.
Kitten, I'd rather save face and maintain my pride.
Oh, he's so cute, I can't.
Besides, I thought I was being obvious about
Nick,
it.
come on over, buddy. You can just sneak in. If you want to ask someone out, you need to say it.
I sent you the address. See you soon.
Did you plan something? Hey. Oh, bro already had a plan. True to his words, Sylus sends the address right after his short monologue. I look at the meeting spot in our chat. Then I type, I want to see you too, in the text box. I hesitate for a moment before deleting the message. It seems everyone has to save face every now and then. Bro. Yes, we love a man that has something. Please, I'm glad. What did you plan today, bro? The place he picked for our meeting spot is a restaurant. When I arrive, there are only a few customers. I spot him sitting in a booth by the window. Hey, buddy, how are you? You in your leather outfit.
Before you ask, I know the owner. I promised to bring someone, and it wouldn't look good if I kept putting it off.
I wasn't gonna ask, but thank you for this information. Between lying and rushing to explain yourself, you're less composed when you do the latter.
Sure, but that explanation was necessary.
Is that why you want to see me here? What would you have done if I still didn't want to go out? Would you drag me?
Well, you
Oh,
know
no.
how very persuasive I can be when I want something.
Oh, not in that voice, bro. And how exactly would you persuade me? Will you roll around the floor while throwing a tantrum?
Under certain circumstances, I might do that.
Bro, I would actually like to see that, Sylus. I would pay you money. I know you don't need money or anything, but please. Don't forget, you have a reputation to maintain.
Me? Give up the chance to see someone I want to see for the sake of my reputation? I wouldn't do such a thing. On the other hand, a certain lady I know kept making excuses when I asked her out.
Bro, it's not my fault. I am tired. When you're tired after work, you just want to lay down and do nothing. Just a lazy day. Sylus, I ate a big lunch today. I finished up all the dishes, had soup, and even ate dessert.
You were that hungry. Should I order?
Sylus stops mid-sentence, as he understands what I'm implying. Despite being full, I still went to the restaurant he invited me to.
Never mind. Why don't we go hiking in a few days?
Why hiking? He takes out his phone and pulls up an image of a poster he saved from who knows where. Then he slides his phone over to me. It's a pink promotional poster featuring a photo of a temple on a mountain. It's located on the city outskirts. There's also flashy text. Your wishes will come true. Visit us with that special someone. Honestly, I would never complain about free food. You want to feed me? Go ahead. Is this another friend of yours? You really do have connections everywhere.
I just happened to see it while passing by. I don't have any special connections with deities who concern themselves with matchmaking.
As I look at the screen, I notice Sylus's gaze flitting between me and the poster. Deliberately, I give his phone back to him. Given your line of work, would it make more sense for you to pray to a deities of war or something?
Oh, but that would suit you too. We could go together.
I I do wanna go. You really want me to go with you, huh? But you need to be a little more sincere when you're asking someone out. Are you gonna be sincere? Come on. Come on, ask me out. Sylus puts away his phone, as if resigning himself. He slightly lowers his voice.
I want to ask you out.
Oh my
But
god.
I'm not exactly devout to any deities.
That's perfect. That's all I wanted to hear.
If you accompanied me, you could help me explain myself to them, right? I'd like to receive a blessing on a match predestined.
Are you sure you want me to do the talking? I might unknowingly offend the deities at this point.
What do you mean?
They arranged an ill-fated relationship for me. With an exaggerated display of despair, I nod.
I'll tell these deities that I want our ill-fated relationship to have a happy ending.
You're very stubborn. Aren't you worried the deities might punish you for it?
If I get struck by divine lightning while praying, remember to dodge.
Don't even think about it. Bro, him being struck by lightning, I figured he'd dodge it himself. When our drinks arrive, neither of us notice. We're too focused on the gentle smile on each other's faces. Oh, the yearning outside of public, yes. Show that cute relationship off. Sylus, you're too much for me. After leaving the restaurant, Sylus takes me to the mall to buy hiking gear. Are you sure we can do this? What if someone recognizes you?
Don't worry.
Bro, not the hat. Sylus, be for real. That doesn't hide you. Sylus puts on a baseball cap. Its brim hides his gaze perfectly. Sylus, okay, all right.
You can pretend to chase me, and we'll act out a cat and mouse game.
You look cute in the hat, though. Hold on. I take off my scarf and wrap it around his face to conceal the lower half. Oh, Sylus, you're too precious. The cat would like to request a day off. She hopes you can stay low-key. Fully equipped with his disguise, Sylus leads me through one of the shops. He picks out everything from trekking poles to binoculars. He also grabs sleeping bags and camping supplies. Acting like a K-pop idol, that's what it is. Oh my god.
We might need a tent.
Okay, we definitely need a tent. If I'm going hiking and there's camping involved, I need some sort of shelter.
Yeah, we'll have to buy it.
Wait a minute. Aren't we just going to the city outskirts? We can go there and come back in one day.
But I haven't gone camping in ages, kitten. Spending the night on the mountain wouldn't be a bad idea.
We'll be hosting a charity event for mosquitoes if we camp during this time of year. Noticing the expectant look on Sylus' face, I trail off as I change the subject. We're gonna have to. He looks like he really wants to go camping. Just this once. Come on, let's check out that shop over there. We arrive at our outdoor clothing store. I give an approving nod to the mannequin wearing an outfit from the latest sportswear collection.
You like it?
It looks nice. Yeah, this is what you call a perfect figure. It probably looks good on anything, right?
Ah, so you prefer the silent type.
You're not really the silent type. You definitely like talking a bit. I enjoy it though. Ooh, are you jealous? I'm just complimenting its figure.
What makes you think I'd be jealous of a plastic mannequin?
I don't know, man. Would you be? Am I giving it too much attention? You haven't noticed? The air is thick with jealousy.
And here I thought I could guess your
Bro, I just love his laugh so much. Hold on, yo. Bro, can I play it again? Yep.
And here I thought I could guess your preferences.
It's just so good.
I never expected them to be so unconventional.
Well, I like you, don't I? Someone's sulking. You're not jealous because I complimented the mannequin, right?
Yes, I'm green with envy. But it's fine. I just saw a girl who's exactly my type.
Oh? What did you say?
Look, she's right behind
Bro,
you.
I swear to God. Is he gonna turn this on me? I quickly turn around. I see a mirror. No, Sylus. That reflects my irritated expression. Oh, why is that so cute? Sylus just out-flirted me. Oh my God. Holy crap. Bro. What the hell? I assumed it was gonna be another mannequin, but it was a mirror. Sylus, you can't do this to me. Sylus's laughter resounds throughout the clothing store. I quickly walk away from him and go from the men's section to the women's. Walking at a leisurely pace, he follows me. His hands are in his pockets. What is it?
Are you mad? Can't I say that I like how you look today?
Oh, don't do this to me, the compliments. Oh my God. Oh, right.
Oh,
You're
right.
too precious.
I almost forgot. You thought I was talking about someone else.
Bro, go away. Leave me be. Let me stew in my slight jealousy and happiness. You stinker. I ignore Sylus and pretend to be focused on picking out sportswear, but he stops me when I'm on my way to the fitting room.
Do you like all of these?
Bro. Are you about to purchase everything? He takes the clothes from my hands and heads straight to the checkout counter. Sylus, he loves buying gifts. That's like his affection. And I love it too, but I would feel so awkward if someone actually did that, especially if I had a lot of things I wanted to buy myself. Like, you can give me like 1 or 2 things, but not everything in my hand. I was going to try them on first. Sylus turns around, picks up a few pieces, and holds them up against me. Is that how you can tell? Yep.
So I'll buy all of them. If you're tired, you can wait for me over there.
At least check the price tags. Oh, don't look at the price tags.
I don't need to.
Of course. He reveals a playful smile.
Give me a chance to show you what your mannequin boyfriend can't do.
Are you gonna bring up the mannequin boyfriend this whole time?
Thank you. Please come again.
Sitting on a mall bench, I watch Sylus confidently walk towards me while carrying shopping bags. It's like the opposite trope where the girl goes shopping and the guy sits on the side and waiting for her. Oh my gosh, Sylus.
You're acting as if I just did something scandalous.
If other people saw you with all those shopping bags, they'd be even more shocked than me.
Then why don't you consider working for Honor Kindness, kitten? I win the Boss of the Year award in the N109 Zone's annual awards ceremony every time.
Bro, who else is gonna go up against you? Do you just force everyone to vote for yourself? Is there even any voting? Would anyone in the N109 zone dare to vote against you?
Working with me comes with more than just a good salary. There are plenty of benefits, guaranteed paid vacation, stock dividends, you name
That
it.
sounds good, actually. I don't know jack squat about stocks, though. How can I apply then? Are there any certifications I need to get?
You're actually taking this seriously, huh? Your shoelace is untied.
Hmm? Before I can bend down, Sylus is already kneeling in front of me. It sounds like you've rehearsed this before. You must be desperate.
I only need one person, and that is you.
Oh, don't do this to me.
Everything else is negotiable.
Oh my god, Sylus, please. Is there any age cutoff? Can I apply it after I retire for being a hunter at the association?
Do I have to wait until you retire, kitten? I'll be a cranky old man by then.
I still love you if you're a cranky old man.
I'll be so old that I have to worry about losing my teeth when I eat soft cookies. There. It's done.
Oh, he looks too precious in this angle with the hat. His eyes are just so pretty. After tying my shoelace into a perfect bow, Sylus looks up at me and takes my hand.
That's why we should seize the moment. There's no point in waiting until flowers have withered.
The gaze that usually sees through human hearts now reflects only sincerity as it meets mine. I should join the dark side, huh? I need some time to think about it. I smile as I pull my hand back. An instance of fleeting disappointment flashes in Sylus's eyes, but it vanishes just as quickly as it appears. Was he being serious? I think he was actually being serious about that offer. I'm so sorry, buddy. I love you still. Maybe he doesn't press for an answer, because those words were casual remarks in the end.
Let's go. I'll take you home.
Sylus, I want to stay here for a while longer. I haven't recovered from yesterday's mission. Not to mention, I went on a shopping spree today. My legs are killing me.
They still hurt?
You noticed? So that's why he told me to sit down earlier. Yesterday's mission had me running around all night. I haven't gotten a chance to properly rest today either.
You can say no when I invite you to go out next time.
But I like hanging out with you. It's honestly really fun. You kind of make my day a lot better. I didn't expect you to have more shopping stamina than me. Besides, don't you want to spend more time together? Sylus falls silent for a moment. Then he adjusts the brim of his cap before turning his back to me. Oh, can you not handle the emotions? Let me see your face. Please, 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 please.
Come on. I'll carry you. Well, I
Oh,
still
you're too
can't
precious, Sylus, please. A gentle breeze flows through the spacious, bustling shopping district. From my vantage point, I can see boutiques lined up one after another. I wrap my arms around Sylus's neck and lean into him. I feel at ease. His shoulders are broad and his strides are steady. I never noticed this before, but the view is better from up here. No wonder people like to stick their heads out of the car.
In that case, I'm a limited edition luxury sports car. Only one of me exists in this world.
Your engine's pretty loud.
Is that so? Maybe you need some in-car music.
Oh, are you gonna sing?
My current playlist has...
Are you gonna sing to me? I quickly cover his mouth with my hand. Low S, navigate home. We pass by a store that sells skincare products. My attention is immediately drawn to a flamboyant poster on the display window. Wait. Stop.
What is it?
I saw something interesting. Back up? Okay. You need to back up some more. Over there. Sylus turns around and returns to the poster. He's still carrying me on his back. They have a buy one, get one free deal for facial masks today.
Do you want to go inside?
Only if that's okay with you. In the display window's reflection, I can see the affectionate helplessness in Sylus's expression.
Then buckle up.
Huh?
Hold on tight.
Are you gonna take me in the store while I'm still on your back?
Welcome. What can I help you with today? Oh, please sit here.
The sales assistant pulls up a stool, and Sylus puts me down on it. Then he bows and playfully assumes the role of an attentive butler.
What would you like today, my lady?
Oh, hold on, I'm saving that one. Ooh, that's a line that I'm gonna definitely listen to a lot more. I'll take this one, that one, and the one over there, please and thank you. Sylus picks up the facial mask and skincare products I pointed to. Then he walks past me when I try to pay. This is the second time you've done this. At least let me pay once. He glances at the phone in my outstretched hand.
Save your money for the gas.
Is that snacks? You just want some snacks?
Goodbye. We hope to see you again.
Sylus and I leave the store and head to the parking lot. While I'm holding our bulging shopping bags, Sylus carries me and the other items we bought. You've been carrying me on your back for a while. Aren't you tired?
If you feel that guilty, then let me rest at your place. lady.
Spend the night? Really? Sure, that works. You overstayed your welcome after the sun set last time as well.
Ah, yes. Your sofa and hard floor are incredibly comfortable to sleep on.
Just stay in my bed with me then. Problem solved.
I'd definitely give up my custom-made luxury mattress for you.
Bro, if you give me a custom-made luxury mattress, then you can also sleep on that in my room. See? There we go. Win-win. I get a new mattress, you get a place to stay. Are you coming over or not?
Of course I am.
On our way to the parking lot, Sylus sets me down on a bench while we wait for the pedestrian light to change. Do you want to sit here and rest with me for a bit? I pat the empty space beside me, and Sylus takes a seat. Sylus, I don't think we've done this much before, you know? Just having a date for the sake of it.
Is this a new kind of compliment?
Tell me, what were you thinking when you first met me?
Don't you remember what I said back then?
Remind me, enlighten me.
Well, allow me to put it in simpler terms.
Oh.
At that time, I thought we were like flowers. We were meant to grow together in the same soil. Yet you were quietly moved to another garden in a foreign land. Still, you
Don't do this
managed
to me.
bloom beautifully.
I cannot. Oh, Sylus, please. Hold on, let me save that one too. Then we met again, and here we are. What a wondrous fate.
It's a cruel twist of fate.
Oh, is it because I don't remember our first actual meeting? Please don't do this to me, Sylus. I feel so bad. The traffic comes and goes like waves, lapping against the shore. The pedestrian light changes several times before Sylus finally stands up. He's carrying me on his back again. What if the people in the N109 zone hear about Sylus, unkindness leader, carrying a girl on his back through a shopping district?
Let them talk.
Aren't you worried about your reputation? Sylus glances at me, and there's amusement in his gaze. It's like I said a funny joke.
Don't let them know you compared me to a plastic mannequin.
Of course you would bring that up. Of course, I won't let them know.
Your place is still as bare as ever.
Hey, there's a lot of things here. If I had known you were coming, I would have rolled out the red carpet. Sylus sets me down on the sofa and gets us both a glass of water. He knows exactly where everything is. How many times have you been here, buddy? Honestly, I think Sylus will remember everything on his very first visit and just has that right in his mind. He hands me the glass, but he's still standing. Are you looking for something?
Your closet.
Why? It's not like you'll find anything that fits you.
Don't worry. I just want to put the clothes I bought you in a more prominent place.
Not gonna lie, man, when I go shopping for clothes, I just keep them in the bag in the corner for like 2 weeks before I actually put them up. Even if I take them out the bag, they just go from my desk chair to my bed back and forth until I actually put them up in the closet.
That way, you'll think of me whenever you see them.
You know, my neighbor's puppy snuck into my apartment when I opened the door the other day. It left paw prints all over the sofa and carpet. Even though I cleaned up the mess, I can still imagine that puppy as if it visited me only yesterday.
Are you saying?
What am I saying? I understand why'd you do something like this. Certain, cute animals need to leave a mark in flashy ways to show how important they are. I met his gaze with a look of defiance, rather than openly show our feelings for each other. Sylus and I prefer finding creative ways to leave deep impressions in each other's hearts at this very moment. Neither of us care whether these marks come from childish banter or something else. That's what I kind of like about their relationship, him and the MC. They don't really declare, hey, I love you, or hey, I like hanging out with you. They kind of do it in weird ways. As long as they remain, they always remind us of each other. I find myself in deep contemplation about this. Then I notice how Sylus is suddenly right next to me. He cuts my cheek and studies me. When I try to move away, he catches my chin and pulls me back to him. What do you think you're doing?
I believe someone just compared me to a puppy.
That is a cute comparison. I think you'd be happy about that one. It would be better if I compared you to a cat, though. You also look like me when I was stacking those pallet blocks at your place.
Tell me, is the way I mark my territory effective?
Sylus, you're copying me. Sylus chuckles and leans in, his forehead almost touching mine.
How will you respond?
Compared to your declaration, mine just isn't as deep and straightforward. I point to shopping bags on the table. It has the facial mask I bought today. Since you carried me home and bought all this stuff for me, I should repay your kindness. You care about saving face, right? Maybe it's time to take care of it. Literally.
Oh, so people do return the favor. I guess those inspirational posts aren't a bunch of lies.
Hey, don't you start. Sylus stands up. He grabs the facial mask and pulls me into the bathroom before I realize it. Sylus was too pretty. My phone couldn't handle it. Oh no. Oh, rip. Okay, hold on. Oh dear lord. Yeah, my Sylus was too pretty. My phone could not handle it. Give me 1 second so I can fix that then. That is hilarious. Give me a sec. There's no shot. My phone really said, Sylus, you're too pretty of a man. There we go. Okay. Hold on. Let me put it back up. It was loading a scene. That's why it took a while. Hey, buddy. Hi. You're making yourself at home in my bathroom.
Isn't this the most suitable place to take care of my skin?
His face is just so precious. Hold on. Screenshots. Hold on. I need to take screenshots, y'all. Give me a sec. I just gotta. Where should I start? Even closer? Take a screenshot of that one. Wait, he tried to nip me?
What a gentle touch. Are we sure that was you?
Of course I can be gentle. What do you mean? How about this then? I'm gonna take a pic of that. Oh, the look at his face. Oh, don't breathe in my ear. Don't breathe in my ear.
You need to strike this spot if you want to
Strike
keep
this,
me
please.
silently.
Oh my god.
Done playing around? I can't wait.
Bro, why do you sound so sexual and we're just putting on beauty mask on? Close your eyes and hold still. Can you do that for me? Of course you can. Hold on. Look at him! He's so cute!
Unexpected, to be honest.
Oh, Sylus, no! That's why I love him. Big, bad, scary, unkindness leader of N109 Zone loves him to have a spa day with his girlfriend. Oh my god, he's so cute. He indulges me so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Can you put on some cat ears next? That would be wonderful. Does it feel nice? Do you want me to send you home with the facial on?
About your fingers.
Are you looking in the mirror?
You.
You look nice. Oh wait, my turn?
Don't run away, kitten. It's only fair that I return the favor.
Oh, bro. Be gentle? I have sensitive skin. Run, run, run. Oh, we can't escape from this man. I don't want to, though.
Leaving already? Won't you check your work?
Bro, if you kiss me with that on and that transfers to my face. Don't let it be over. Oh, look at his pretty soft skin. Hold on. Y'all, I just need a bunch of these. It's a work of art. Whoever created this must be a true master of their craft.
So, surely the virtuoso is fond of her Magnum.
Ooh, and that's the name, okay. Of course.
If you were also an
Oh, don't do this to me.
then whoever created you must have loved you.
Oh my god, hold on. Y'all, we're gonna have to listen to that one again. That was so freaking poetic and romantic. What the hell? Are there real men who do these things in real life? Please, I'm begging. Like, only anime men are for me. Let me play that again.
If you were also an art piece, then whoever created you must have loved you dearly.
Alright, one more time.
If you were also an art piece, then whoever created you must have loved you dearly.
Oh, he said that with so much love and yearning in his voice. Sylus, you're the best boy. You're the best one for me.
How else could every expression of yours be so enchanting?
Oh my god, this is the best card ever. Like, I love me the spicy cards, but the romantic ones like this, with all the yearning and just so much love filling the air and seeing how much we care about each other, those are my favorite ones, honestly. The evening light dims. It's time for Sylus to leave. You're already leaving me? You can spend the night. You remember when we're going hiking, right? You better not stand me up.
Don't tell me you forgot about the excuses you made when I asked you out. Now you're worried I'll forget? I wouldn't call myself a saint, but I'm not horrible enough to stand someone up.
I walk Sylus to the door. He takes one step before, suddenly turning back to around.
Do you like anything in particular? I'm talking about things that would make you come running as soon as you smell them.
Ooh, food-wise? I like sausages, like chorizo. That's really good. French fries? If I smell French fries, I'm automatically on my way. Cotton candy? I love cotton candy. Sir, I'm a hunter, not a dog. For days and the like, just text me. And given our current relationship, I'll come to you.
We're dating now?
We've always been dating,
Should I
sir.
bring roses next
Bro,
time?
be for real. You know we're definitely dating after all this. Sure. Bring the ones with the most thorns. My fingers can handle it. He keeps saying he should leave, but I'm not rushing him. He's not walking away either. Since you ask, what would make you drop everything to visit me? After all, the N109 zone is enough to keep you busy every day. Sylus paused, as if to think carefully about his response. Is it a tough question?
No. What I'm implying is that you can try anything.
How so? He leans against the door frame and slightly bends down to look at me.
You could say you want to watch the snow fall in the mountains on the equator with me. Or catch dragonflies in the snow together. Maybe you'll have the sudden urge to see the Milky Way with your own eyes at 1 a.m. I'll have our camping gear ready and immediately pick you up for that one. No matter how outrageous your
God.
reason might be, I'll do whatever you want with you.
My heart flutters as if 1,000 butterflies have taken flight, and I find myself gripping the door frame without realizing it. I see. I had to put that to the test next time. Let's see if you keep your word.
You can test me as many times as you like.
Sylus's bold gaze exudes confidence. He's certain every promise he makes won't be broken.
Nothing could possibly make me happy.
Oh, Sylus, please. Don't let it in there. Oh, no, it was so good. Oh my God, I'm bouncing in my chair. Sylus, why are you just the best ever? Bro, never have I ever felt so much of a connection with a fictional man ever. Until I met Sylus. Everything with him is just so cute. That was such a really nice story. Oh, that was just the right amount of cuteness that just makes my brain melt. It makes me melt in my chair. Bro, I am praying one day I can get something like that in my life. Oh, I'm praying. Future BF, GF, whoever, and please, kind of act like Sylus a bit. Just the cute romantic stuff, 100% my fave thing. Sylus really said, whatever you want, I will drop whatever I'm doing and I'll come out and hang with you. Precious boy, oh. I feel so happy. Like, I'm so glad he's my fave boy in this game. Every time I play his story, he just makes me smile and just feel so giddy and happy. Butterflies in my stomach go crazy. I just want to melt. Oh, precious boy, precious boy. Okay. Okay, let me take a quick break. Let me get some water. We're gonna play with Caleb next and his story. Give me one sec. All right. So we're gonna play with Caleb's Tainted cuts. This was from the banner, I think it was Tomorrow's Catch 22. That was the Quint banner with all the guys. We did play Sylus's card on stream when I pulled for it. I think I might also have Raphael's card for this series. I'm not too sure. But anyway, the event story for that was a lot of fun. It was a lot more in-depth than I assumed it would be. I really enjoyed that. The story for Sylus's was really good. There's like 2 different endings you can get, like a good ending and a sad ending / bad ending. The bad ending had me crying because what the hell do you mean? I had that bleak ass ending. I had to put a bullet in Sylus. Bro, they really went kind of crazy with these cards. So I'm really excited to see how Caleb's would turn out. I'm assuming it's going to be the same thing, 2 different endings. We're just going to go ahead and get started with Caleb's. Just look at him. Just look at him. And he has the chain and collar. Like, best part. I love when my anime men are collared and underneath me. The sky is a dull gray. A plastic bag rustles in the wind and dances alone through an empty, abandoned building. Outside is an undeveloped patch of land. I hold my camera. I'm taking pictures of the bloodstains on the ground. Several of my colleagues from the LCBI are crouching down next to me. They're collecting samples for analysis. In the distance, a male colleague crosses the police line. He waves a document around me as he runs towards me.
Here's the preliminary autopsy report. We ruled out the possibility of a wild animal attack and confirmed the perpetrator was a predator.
All right. I take the document and begin reading through its contents, 1 page at a time. Another predator. That's the 5th case this month. The onset of a headache occurs before I even realize it. The predators are a serious threat to the city. These mutated humans, when in a frenzied state, become extremely aggressive. Their physical condition, speed, and strength far surpass those of normal humans. They really are monsters. Has the victim's identity been confirmed?
He's from the security center. Unfortunately for us, he held a high position, so his personal info is classified.
Really? We can't get it under any circumstances?
Our colleagues already submitted
Okay.
an investigation approval request to our superiors, but it'll take a while for the application to be processed.
Crossing my fingers for that. Check the nearby residential area for the victim's movements and collect surveillance footage from around the building. Review dashcam recordings from the vehicles in the vicinity too. Aside from his personal information, we can investigate other things.
This is an active crime scene. You can't enter. I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't
Hey, buddy!
Go right ahead.
The commotion behind me makes me turn. A tall, familiar figure stands beyond the police tape. He's putting away his credentials. Caleb? What is he doing here? Caleb, wearing a uniform and carrying a file folder, ducks under the police tape that other people lift for him. Hey, buddy. The colleagues around me recognize him. Lowering their heads to focus on their tasks, they stop talking.
I heard there was another predator attack. I was in the area, so I thought I'd check in and see how everyone's doing.
Mr. Councilman, I thought you were swamped with work, but you have the time to see us as we conduct our investigation. As soon as the words leave my mouth, a colleague nudges my arm and shoots me a warning glance. Their eyes scream at me to watch my tongue. Is he gonna scold me in front of people to keep up his appearance?
The victim was a government official. It's a sensitive case. In addition, the predators have been a constant threat to our city's safety for quite some time. The government has always treated this issue with the utmost care. Let me ask a question, Enforcer. Can I get an estimate of how long it will take for the LCBI to solve this case?
A week? Maybe? Probably longer, but can I say a week and you'll believe me? I raise my camera once more and try to find the perfect angle for documenting the crime scene. We're doing our best to move as quickly as possible. Is there a timeline the government is expecting us to meet?
wondering when a certain individual whose life has been nothing but this investigation will finally return.
Bro,
I have a few more questions. Would you mind stepping aside so we can talk?
bro,
privately?
can you not let me work? You worry too much. I shoot a glare at Caleb before giving my camera to another colleague. Are you gonna tell me to go home and ignore the investigation? Because I'm not gonna do that. My colleagues sigh quietly to show their sympathy. Under their watchful eyes, I remove my gloves and follow Caleb into the abandoned building. What do you want, buddy? I know you care about me. Caleb and I grew up together. As homeless kids in the Southern District, we wandered the street and shared our hard-earned loaves of bread. We nearly escaped death at the hands of the predators countless times. But as we grew up, our paths diverged. He became the councilman of the city, while I became an enforcer at the Lincoln City Bureau of Investigation, or the LCBI. Our different career paths often put us at odds professionally speaking. To avoid any unnecessary trouble, we agreed to maintain a professional distance in public. But behind the facade, we have a close bond.
We haven't seen each other in ages. And this is how you treat me?
I gotta be professional. You're interfering with an official investigation right now. Consider yourself lucky I haven't asked for your removal. Besides, how did you even know I was here?
I have my ways of finding out the things I want to know.
Will filing a report about the councilman abusing his power do anything?
You might find yourself implicated. After all, you're my closest confidant.
I steal a glance at my colleagues outside the building. Then, I give Caleb's hand a quick, reproachful pinch. Didn't we agree to act like strangers at work? Why are you breaking the rules again? Only then does Caleb hand me the file he's holding. Puzzled, I break the seal and pull out a report. It contains the victim's personal information and a detailed record of his recent movements.
The victim often visited a certain club. It's possible the attack wasn't random.
Ooh, wasn't there a club in Sylus's Tomorrow Catch 22 story too?
As you can see, I go out of my way to bring you crucial information. And you still keep me at arm's length.
How was I supposed to know you had crucial information? Caleb grabs the file and pretends to take it back, but I tighten my grip and refuse to let go. Oh, hold on. Suddenly, he releases his grip on the file, grasps my arm, and pulls me toward him. His lips are near my ear.
You're awfully good at pretending we're not close. You're coming home for dinner tonight, right? Say yes, and I'll play along.
Alright, you better make something I really like then. I slightly lift the file folder and wave goodbye. I turn to leave. I'll be working late on the case tonight, so I can't.
Really? Awesome. I heard about this new place that just opened.
Bro really said, okay, I'm gonna ignore what you just said. Are you paying? I quickly turn around and use the file folder to cover Caleb's mouth. I push him behind a concrete pillar. Caleb, you... Fine, I have dinner with you. Happy? The LCBI immediately dispatched a team to investigate the club the victim frequented. To our surprise, the club turned out to be a massive black market. It sold information about the predators. Some rumors claim the club was connected to a predator of the highest rank. Using his status, he maintained control over this diverse and chaotic underground world. I put down the investigation report. My mind is already racing. Was the victim killed because he learned too much about the predators during his investigation? The predators must be scared about being exposed, so they eliminated the threat. As I look up, I see the clock on the wall. It's already late.
You're still here. You must be exhausted with how you stay up late every night for this case.
Lost in thought, I barely acknowledge the male colleague who's approaching me. I nod in response and gather my things. I grab my bag and head for the stairs, but he follows me. He talks insistently about what he did today. Bro, is Caleb gonna see and be so jealous? Can we get some jealous Caleb here? Caleb outside seeing it? Please, please? When we reach the ground floor, I notice the raindrops beyond the glass doors. I didn't even know when it started raining.
You've been so focused on work that you didn't notice the weather, huh? Did you bring an umbrella?
Ooh.
I have one. We can walk home together.
Caleb, please, please, please. Jealous Caleb, please. Possessive Caleb. Thank you, but that won't be necessary. I quicken my pace and try to find shelter under the building eaves. Even though I said no, my colleague is determined. He opens his umbrella. Okay, buddy, I said no, I'm good. I'm happy that you're being nice to me, but please.
You always go home by yourself. You don't need to make
No!
excuses about being single. I'll have you know I'm an eligible bachelor.
Bro, ew, gross. I thought it was gonna be like a cute moment, like a cute colleague just wanted to help me out, but no, it's a sleazy colleague. Now I really need Caleb to come here.
You just don't know me well enough. Why don't we take this opportunity to...
No need. I have no intention of getting to know you better.
Look how heavy the rain is. Let me walk you home. It'll be more
Who said she doesn't have an umbrella?
Thank you, Caleb. Now I really needed him here. A shadow falls over me as Caleb appears. He's holding a black umbrella, wrapping his arm around my shoulders. He stands next to me. A hint of a smile plays on his lips as he glances at my colleague before turning to me.
I thought the plan was for me to pick you up. Why are you already out here? It's pouring. I don't want you to catch a cold. And this is your...
My colleague's confident demeanor crumbles. He awkwardly shifts and clenches his fist.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you'd be here. I was just being a polite coworker.
Yeah, a bit pushy though. He forces himself to smile and backs away with his umbrella. He waves goodbye.
I'll be going now. Good night, you two. Sorry about that.
Yeah, he should be. Now that the annoying colleague is gone, I pat Caleb's arm. He raises the umbrella a little higher. I hook my arm around his, and we step out into the rain together.
I said it before, didn't I? You don't need to be polite to guys like that.
If you're a second late, you could have seen me show him my manners. But why did you pick me up today? You didn't even give me a heads up.
When I saw it was raining, I decided to check in and see if you remembered to bring an umbrella. And the answer was, nope.
Not gonna lie, man.
Besides, you're either at the LCBI building or a crime scene.
Caleb, not gonna lie, but honestly, I don't really check the weather. I just go outside, and if it feels cold, I get a jacket. If it's not, I'll just wear my cardigan, and that's it. I haven't really used an umbrella in forever. I think I have a rain jacket that I kind of use. That kind of works.
If I didn't take the initiative, would we even see each other for 1 second?
Feeling sheepish, I tighten my grip on Caleb's arm and lean in to whisper. Well, you can see me right now.
Are you trying to sweet talk your way out of this? You'll need to do more than that.
Well then, I guess I'll just walk home by myself. I reach for Caleb's umbrella and pretend to take it. Smiling, he passes the umbrella to his other hand and wraps his arm around my shoulders. The rainy night invites an all-encompassing darkness. The street stretches out endlessly into the distance. Do you remember when it was raining cats and dogs in the Southern District? There were leaks in our temporary shelter, so we had to huddle under the eaves.
I've never forgotten a single thing about you.
Oh, don't say that. I'm gonna save that. Hold on. It was like my first line. Did I say for Caleb, maybe?
We don't have to worry about getting caught in the rain now, though.
Raindrops pitter-patter against the umbrella. Caleb's warm scent envelops me, and my heart begins to race. The Southern District was never peaceful. As a lawless part of the sinful metropolis, the strong preyed on the weak. Caleb and I were only kids back then. We lived from one meal to the next, and never knew when we'd eat again. When the city was in a state of chaos, we were separated. Our lives had changed by the time we reunited. We are no longer lost and alone. Finding our way back to each other feels like a stroke of luck. But what Caleb went through during our time apart remains a mystery. He has yet to talk about it. So he does have some secrets, okay.
The councilman has recently attended a hearing about the provisions concerning the increased monitoring of predators and the protection of ordinary citizens. Afterward, the councilman refused to answer any questions from reporters. Many doubt his commitment to reform.
Caleb?
As rumors about the councilman's uncompromising stance continue to spread, no one knows for sure whether he will respond to the mounting pressure from various parties.
The living room TV is tuned into the evening news. The channel is known for its somewhat biased commentary on political figures. I'm curled up on the sofa with a plate of fruit. I can hear the shower being turned off from the bathroom. What, Caleb? Oh, come on. Caleb walks out, and a towel is draped over his head as he dries his wet hair. They didn't hold back. They said you were uncompromising. There's been a flood of negative press about you lately, Caleb. You haven't ruffled the feathers of important birds, have you? He walks over to the coffee table and pours a glass of water. He slightly turns his head and meets my gaze. His mouth curls into a faint smile.
I'm not sure when it comes to other people, but I might have offended the lovely lady in front of me.
Me? What did you do?
I brought her here so she could relax. Alas, my good intentions will go unappreciated today.
I stab a piece of fruit with my fork and bring it to Caleb's lips. What about now? Are you still going to sulk? Maybe a few bites will change your mind. A drop of water falls from Caleb's damp hair and lands on my wrist. He glances down and wipes it away with his thumb. I find myself pulling away. Having been together since we were kids, we've fallen into our own rhythm. It's a familiar dance of interactions. I wonder what would have happened if we weren't separated. Would we have kept our dynamic?
Why'd you do that?
Caleb seems unfazed by my movement. He withdraws his hand. I was thinking, all these negative stories about you popped up overnight. Did something happen again that I don't know about?
Well, you could always move in with me. Then you'll never miss a moment of my exciting life.
Already? There's a hint of seriousness in Caleb's expression that catches me off guard. I can't look him in the eye. I'll do it if you're willing to take over my job. The LCBI's been hectic because of this new case.
Has there been a breakthrough?
We just got the investigation report on the club. It looks like there is a connection between this place and a predator who goes by the name Perseus. Is that him? Have you heard of this person before?
Isn't this the LCBI's field of expertise? How would I know anything about the predators?
Okay, buddy. He puts down his glass of water and picks up an invitation from the coffee table. It's embossed in gold.
You seem to be busy, huh? Not a lot of free time.
Work, man.
I received an invitation to a party. I was wondering if you'd be interested in being my +1.
As a councilman, Caleb has received countless invitations for galas and parties throughout the year. On the other hand, I was never fond of these occasions. Is it another event where everyone kisses up to the councilman? Why should a low-ranking officer like me be there?
Unfortunate.
Caleb opens the invitation. He steals a glance at me before nonchalantly tilting it so I can see the host's name printed on the card. It's from the club we're investigating.
Since you're not interested, I guess I'll have to go by myself.
Well, I guess I can go as your +1 if you so desperately need me. I know you're a bit lonely. I'm doing this for your good, not for the sake of my investigation. As Caleb starts to put the invitation to the side, I reach out. Getting on my tiptoes, I snatch it from him. I didn't say that. And going with you won't be a bad thing, right? Don't worry, I'll definitely be on time. Caleb pays no attention to my attempt to butter him up. Instead, he tousles my hair.
Now you're trying to charm me.
Is it working? How could you say that? I meant every word. Perfectly arranged, vibrant flowers surround an intricately carved fountain. Lush, sculpted shrubs flank the sides to add to the garden's meticulous beauty. Elegantly dressed guests mingle in the garden. They pluck champagne glasses and hors d'oeuvres from the trays of passing waiters. And here I thought the councilman was too busy with government affairs. Who knew he was living in the lap of luxury?
I agree that government officials enjoy a few more perks than your average enforcer. If you like what you see, you can request a transfer next month.
Oh, you really want me to work with you, buddy? I told you I...
Don't like extra things in your pockets? You're wearing a dress today. There are no pockets.
Caleb links his arm with mine. Then he carefully lifts the hem of my dress that's closely touching the ground. Long tables draped in delicate white gauze are laden with an array of exquisite desserts and drinks. They invite guests to indulge themselves. I take a glass of champagne and raise it to my lips. A young man approaches us and respectfully nods at Caleb.
It's been a while since I was transferred, sir. I didn't expect to see you here.
The young man's gaze flickers between Caleb and me. I try to pull my hand away, but Caleb gently presses his palm against mine to keep it in place.
I just wanted to pay my respects. I hope you have a wonderful evening.
Likewise.
As soon as he's out of hearing range, I look at Caleb and tap his arm. Did you make him think there's something between us on purpose?
What are you talking about? Or would you rather tell me what our relationship is?
We're buddies, not exactly dating. We don't really have a lot of time to spend with each other. Might be something more? Caleb looks at me with a steady gaze. His words leave me speechless, and all the confusing feelings I've been trying to ignore lately rush into my heart. He takes the champagne from my hand and pours it into a nearby ice bucket. Annoyed, I purse my lips and reach for a petit four. It's just champagne. There's nothing wrong with it, right? Caleb ignores the complaint I muttered.
If you really want to define it, then we can start with those days when we struggled to survive.
Bro, not here.
Like when we first met and were ready to beat each other up over a rotten apple.
Oh, that's a perfect first meeting.
Or maybe when I shared half of my hard-earned juice with you.
What about the time I saved my money to buy that bread you wanted? And don't forget how I protected you by wrestling a gun away from a predator when we were little. Caleb reaches out and taps my nose. I blink.
Okay. You have the best memory in all of Lincoln.
Mm-hmm.
Feel free to try anything that catches your eye. Except the alcohol, of course. I need to go out and socialize for a bit.
Looking past Caleb's shoulder, I take note of the guests who spotted him. As expected, they're ready to approach him at any given moment.
Entertain yourself for now. And if you decide to snoop around, be careful.
Will do. I let go of Caleb's arm. He lifts his champagne glass to discreetly bid me farewell. Then he turns and disappears into the crowd. He remembered that I didn't like these fancy gatherings. He didn't make me interact with everyone. I make my way to the dining area and sit down. As I nibble on some petit fours, I scan my surroundings and take in everything. All the waiters emerge from the other side of the garden. My gaze is drawn to the grand castle-like structure that looms in the distance. There might be some valuable intel inside. I pop the last petit four into my mouth and get up. Whilst no one's watching, I walk over to that building. No one catch me. No one catch me. Yep, we're good. We're good. Infiltrated? Hell yeah. The Great Hall is adorned with luxurious tapestries. Engaged in lively conversations, small groups of people stand here and there. No one has noticed me. I press on and venture into a seemingly endless corridor. The chatter from the Great Hall fades behind me. On either side of the corridor are rooms with doors firmly closed.
Excuse me, are you a guest at tonight's event? I'm afraid this area is the owner's private quarters.
Shit.
Must ask you to head back.
I got caught already? I'm sorry. I made a turn and got lost. I thought this would lead me to the exit. I can feel the waiter's eyes boring holes into my back as I walk away. Not wanting to arouse any more suspicion, I quicken my pace and retreat. Returning to the Great Hall, I take a rest and glance at the waiter who caught me. To my relief, his attention seems to be elsewhere. We have to somehow get past him. That corridor is hiding something important. As I mull over ways to return unnoticed, a peculiar scent draws my attention. It's a specialized aerosol designed to expose the predators. My body tenses. Years of working with the LCBI have made me all too familiar with this type of spray. Any predators who inhaled it would be revealed within minutes. It's a substance that's been under layers and layers of government regulation for years. This isn't an accident. The waiters usher the guests towards the exit, and chaos envelops the Great Hall. I take this chance to return to the corridor. A noise from one of the rooms catches my attention. I position myself beside the door. I reach for my gun that's concealed under my dress. The faint click of a turning lock catches my attention. Before I can react, a hand grabs my arm and yanks me into the room. Caleb, 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 Caleb. My back is pressed against a warm chest, and a hand is clamped over my mouth. Darkness floods my vision as my eyes adjust to the dimly lit room. I jab my elbow back, but the attacker anticipates this. Their grip around me tightens.
Shh. Don't speak.
Caleb? For a split second, I freeze. Then all the fight within me disappears. I can feel Caleb's chest rising and falling against my back. His close proximity makes me aware of my racing heart.
Hurry! Find the predator.
Wait.
Now!
Are they looking for him? Then Caleb is... As the adrenaline fades, I notice the heavy breathing near my ear. Cautious, I turn my head to get a closer look. And there he is with all his titties out and the collar and chain. Just pull the chain and just have him underneath me. Yes, please. Caleb, you're a predator? The realization hits me like a bolt of lightning. The spray that's intended to expose the predators triggers this transformation. The way he's breathing so hard, oh my god, I cannot. I just hypnotized by his titties right now. There's no time for questions. Alarms ring throughout the building, their wails drowning out any chances for an explanation.
Yeah, I'm the club's owner. That infamous predator all of you were whispering about. Are you going to arrest me now?
I didn't expect him to be the club owner, actually. That was something I did not expect. I knew he was a predator, though. Caleb attempts to smile. He leans against the wall as his eyes dart around. A mix of emotions betray his expression. I don't know where the LCBI takes the predators they captured, but it can't be a nice place. I have no idea how Caleb became a predator, but I can't just stand here and let him be killed. The thought of arresting Caleb doesn't even cross my mind. I move to support him, but he gently pushes me away.
I'm not exactly stable right now. Keep your distance.
Footsteps come to a halt outside the door. Ignoring Caleb's protests, I grab his arm and drag him to the window on the other side of the room. I push it open. We'll be caught if we stay. Let's go. The SUV races down the road like an arrow that was shot from a bow. Driving the car, I only allowed myself to breathe when the club is behind us.
And here I thought you were gonna slap cuffs on me. Who knew enforcers could play favorites?
You're lucky you're my favorite, though. You probably know what they do to the predators better than me. How could I ever hand you over to them? I gulp. I'm torn between the anger at his secrecy and the pain that he thought I actually turned him in. Don't lie to me. I want the truth. And I want it now. How did you become a predator? In the back seat, Caleb leans against the door, his hand resting on it. I glance at the rearview mirror and see his expression become more somber.
After we were separated that day, one of the predators attacked me. I thought I was done for, but I survived. The catch was that I became one of them.
He recounts it casually, but I can sense the weight of unspoken pain behind his words. There's a lot he's not saying. My hands tighten on the steering wheel, and a storm of emotion churns inside me. And this isn't the first time you lost control.
When I first turned, I was in a frenzy for a long time. To keep others safe, I had no choice but to isolate myself. Then I ran into a group of people one day. They weren't predators, but they took me away.
Did they make you a test subject for research on the predators? I saw cases like this during my time at the LCBI. Someone is always looking to exploit the predators.
After I became the councilman, I tried to track them down. But every lead turned into a dead end. There's one thing I do know, though. They implanted something called an activator inside me.
An activator? Does it keep your frenzied state in check?
Not bad. The activator helps predators like me snap out of it when we go into a frenzy. But that state, it messes with your head. Everything from back then is a blur. I don't even remember where they put the activator.
Bro.
It's hazy. But I do remember bits and pieces. At some point, I fought my way out and escaped.
Okay. Having worked with the LCBI for years, I'm all too familiar with what happens when the predator loses control. When Caleb went through all of this alone, Was it as easy as he's making it sound? That aerosol for the predators. It was meant for you.
Correct. I founded the club. It was a cover at first. A way to blend in and have a legitimate identity, you know? But as the club's reputation grew, it started turning heads. Not all of them are friendly, in case you were wondering.
I guess you can't show up as the councilman for a while, huh? Now when the aerosol is still affecting you. You're being watched. Your home isn't safe anymore. I turn the steering wheel to the right, and the tires screech as the car lurches in another direction. Let's go somewhere else. My place? If someone's targeting Caleb, they probably have a stakeout at his place. Going there would be walking right into their hands. The Southern District is where the predators gather. That might be the safest place for him right now. It's also where we grew up. Caleb pulls out a small device, and his fingers dance across the screen. In an instant, our car, conspicuous as a prowling beast, vanishes. It melts seamlessly into the surrounding landscape. We ended up on a deer-like street in the Southern District. It's a melting pot here, and the winding alleyways can be used for cover. We should be safe from any pursuers for now. Puddles of dirty water dot the cracked pavement. Weathered concrete buildings stand next to each other, their gray appearances a testament to the passage of time. These structures are relics and are amongst the oldest in the city. Caleb offers his hand. I take it. With a small hop, we make past a small puddle together. It's been years since we set foot in this place.
Do you miss it?
I do. And you know what I miss the most? That little electronic bird we rescued from a dumpster when we were kids. As we turn the corner, the sights and sounds of a bustling market engulf us. I use one as my alarm clock, and every morning, you grumble at how noisy it was. You threatened to throw it away, but you never did.
You think I couldn't part with that noisy bird? I just couldn't bear to see someone in tears.
I wouldn't have minded. After all, I knew someone would be there to comfort me. This street is far from ordinary. You can find daily necessities, along with all manners of contraband here. Photon bombs, pulse rifles, and signal jammers for sale. We've been gone for a few years. Now look at this place. They threw caution to the wind.
All I remember was someone confusing a real gun for a fake. Then she tried to rob me.
Me? Ooh, my bad, man. How was I supposed to know? I was a child. I mean, it worked. He was scared out of his wits. Look over there. They're actually selling Predator merchandise. They even have price tags.
I guess I should consider myself lucky I wasn't put up for sale back then.
I would have tried to find you and came back to this place 1,000 times if I had to. Assuming you were sold, I'd find a way to see you again. I would have rescued you and made sure you were free. Caleb tightens his grip on my hand.
Freedom isn't everything to me. Being with you is what matters.
Oh, don't do this to me either, man. Come on.
After we got separated, I tried to find you.
Even if you didn't say it, I know you look for me. I was also trying to find you. Caleb gives me a long, meaningful look. After walking around the market all afternoon, we find ourselves in a certain spot as evening falls. As always, the streets are bathed in the familiar glow of the sunset. At the end of the street stands an abandoned watchtower, its spire partially in the way of the setting sun. Is it just me, or did this tower look much taller when we were kids? Caleb turns to look at me. Then he playfully raises his hand to measure my height.
I think it's because you've gotten taller. You're practically a giant compared to back then.
The same can be said about you. Thanks for the random compliment. The watchtower stands as the tallest structure in this part of the Southern District. Its top floor has been abandoned for a long time. Many years ago, the elderly watchtower keeper took us in. We had a shelter within these walls and shared a small room on one of the floors.
When I'm gone, you two should stay here.
Where are you going? You're not going to stay with us anymore?
I'm going to a place where little ones can't go.
The streets of the Southern District were blanketed in snow that winter. Caleb and I laid the old man to rest. After he passed away, this place became our home, and our small bed was right next to the window. Back then, I could see the sky if I looked up. Sometimes, I could see Caleb's figure perched on the iron frame outside, just like right now. Whenever I saw you sitting here all by yourself, I was scared. I thought you were going to leave me behind. I climbed through the window and sat next to Caleb.
Really? Where would I even go?
Maybe you'd head to the city across the river. Caleb raises his arm and wraps it around my shoulders as he looks at the opposite shore.
Do you remember what I told you when you gave me that necklace in this very spot?
Hmm? It happened after we reunited with each other. I want you to have this necklace. If we're ever separated again for a long time, I'll be able to find you so long as you have this necklace. It doesn't matter how much you might change.
You're giving me a gift and didn't even give me a warning.
It's easy to return the favor. My wish is a simple one. I want us to have a home together. That's all I ask. Caleb raises his hand. The necklace's apple-shaped pendant hanging from his finger. It reflects a soft, silvery light against the backdrop of the setting sun. The river splits the city in two. Our side is a Southern District that's dirty and chaotic. The other side, though, is a city of towering skyscrapers and bustling streets. It's as if the sunset prefers that place. The river under our feet sparkles in the setting sun. Just like before, we stare at the city on the opposite shore.
I promise our home will be there.
The little kitty voice for Caleb is so cute.
I promise our home will be there.
Even though he's talking about the city across the river, Caleb's gaze is fixated on me. It shimmers like the water's surface and reflects emotions and their depths. I appreciate the sentiment, but you can't go back to your own place. What will you do now?
I think I'll just disappear for a while.
Where are you going?
Let's see what my pursuers do.
Caleb stands up and holds out his hand to me.
Do you want to check it out?
Isn't it old and abandoned?
Maybe a kind soul stopped by and spruced it up.
You? You've been back? I follow Caleb up the winding staircase to the top of the tower. The bare cement walls are exactly as I remembered. The old sturdy wooden door hasn't changed either. I have a feeling a big surprise is waiting for me. Caleb just smiles and nods towards the door. He silently urges me to open it. Confused yet curious, I do just that. I'm stunned. The interior has been completely transformed, and the top floor has been divided into several fully furnished rooms. I stop in my tracks. With widened eyes, I turn to Caleb. When did you turn the watchtower into this?
You weren't the only one who missed this place.
It really feels like a home now. I approach the nearest room and reach for the doorknob. But before I can turn it, Caleb's hand covers mine. He's standing right behind me, and his face is closer to my ear as he leans in.
This room isn't quite finished yet. We'll save it for another time.
What's in it? I turn my head and study his expression. It's your secret base, isn't it?
Sometimes secrets are nothing more than the burdens we carry. And right now, my biggest secret is trying to figure out how to decorate this room.
Caleb's honesty is disarming. I decide to let go of my suspicions.
Why don't we do a trade? I'll show you something I know you'll like instead.
Caleb takes a step back and picks up a small tablet from a nearby cabinet. His fingers dance across the screen. A soft whirring catches my attention, and my eyes try to look for the source of the sound. At the far end of the room, a hidden door slides open. Lights flicker on to reveal an arsenal of weapons. At the back, a sleek new aircraft gleams on a launch pad. It's ready to take the skies at a moment's notice. Caleb, you've been way too busy behind my back. My fingers trace the sleek lines of a new pistol. It's the one I requested from the LCBI, but I never received it.
I think you're upset because I didn't tell you I had your dream gun. I can see the saliva dripping out of your mouth.
Why do you have my dream gun, sir? You couldn't give it to me earlier? Didn't you say I would like this place? I should act excited then. I wouldn't want to disappoint you. In Wuff's motion, I point the gun at Caleb's forehead. He doesn't even flinch. He smiles and crosses his arm. I can't even scare you anymore? Lame. I toss the gun back to Caleb. I'm a bit scared. We're gonna use that gun for something.
Who says I was scared? Maybe I was just playing along the whole time.
Caleb, you're terrible.
How? You used to be happy every day. Those were good times.
As long as you're by my side, I can be happy as I am now every day. Caleb has moved into the watchtower, and I've temporarily relocated there as well. The LCBI's crackdown on the club led to the arrest of several predators. They also quickly identified the true culprit behind the murder. During the day, I continue with my usual work while secretly investigating and researching ways to help the predators quickly recover from their frenzied state. At night, I return to the secret base where Caleb awaits. His sudden disappearance has thrown the outside world into chaos. There are even rumors that Caleb himself might be a predator. Yet, Caleb remains unfazed. He often spends time alone in that armory and tinkers with discarded parts. Sometimes, a holographic screen shows the news while he busies himself. With an aloof air, he listens to it. We often find ourselves on the bed by the window, and my head rests on Caleb's arm. We chat quietly and gaze at the scenery outside when it's nighttime. These simple moments of companionship. In my memory, I only experienced them briefly in a distant past I can barely recall. Sometimes, I can't help but think these precious moments are like sand in an hourglass. They'll eventually run out. When the day comes, Caleb will leave the sanctuary to face the storm outside. Can you not leave me? I'm really enjoying the vibes. Alright. In the hazy state between sleep and being conscious, I hear the birds chirping. Their cries drift in from somewhere beyond the edges of my fading dream. As the warmth beneath my fingertips becomes more pronounced, I open my eyes. Caleb's sleeping face is just centimeters away from mine. He's really sleeping. I realize half of my body is draped over Caleb's chest, and my palm rests on his collarbone. His eyelashes flutter ever so slightly with every breath he takes. As the reality of our position sinks in, I don't move in case my breath disturbs this moment. I don't think we were like this when we fell asleep last night. I slowly lift my hand and try to move away, but Caleb is fast asleep and unaware of my movements. His eyelashes are still as long as they were when we were kids. After watching him for a moment, I poke his chin. He doesn't stir. I guess he's out cold. I decide to be a little more mischievous and tickle him. I finally get a reaction. He stirs, wrapping his arm around me as he rolls over. His chin rests on the top of my head. It's as if he's about to wake up. I quickly close my eyes and pretend to be asleep. A moment passes before Caleb embraces me more tightly. He strokes the back of my head.
You wake me up only to pretend you're asleep?
You have no proof. I didn't wake you up. It was the birds.
Birds aren't that mischievous.
I try to cover Caleb's mouth with my hand, but he just softly laughs. He props himself up on his elbow and catches my wrist.
I finally managed to get rid of that electronic bird alarm of yours. And now you've decided to wake me up every morning?
So you still have a grudge against my bird alarm? It wasn't that bad. Our faces are so close that our noses are almost touching. His breath is warm against my cheek, and in the soft morning light, I can see his fine, delicate hair. Something in the air seems to shift. I acknowledge it, but I don't think about it. Instead, I close my eyes for a moment. I can hear a heart racing, but I'm not sure if it's his or mine. Caleb traces a path down my palm, and I notice how his gaze settles on my lips. Will he move closer? It's at this moment I become keenly aware of a secret longing hidden in the depths of my heart. Oh, his eyes are so pretty. I love purple. Caleb lightly lowers his head and nuzzles my cheek. What you doing, buddy? You turn your back from me? I hold my breath. He only reveals a slight smile before quickly rolling over and burying his face in the pillow.
You know, I missed that electronic bird. At least it had an off switch.
Understanding what he's implying, I blush. I turn to my side and playfully poke his back. Hey, that's not the point of having an electronic bird. If small animals suddenly start to make a fuss, that can mean something's off. Should we head up to the rooftop and check it out? Oh, is this where everything turns? Following the sound, we arrive at the watchtower's roof, where a spacious terrace awaits. The early morning air is veiled in a thin, gossamer-like mist. At the edge of the terrace, we see a small bird's nest. Inside it are a few baby birds huddling together. They shiver despite their efforts to keep one another warm. Their mother isn't around. I crouch down and gently wrap my shawl around the edge of the nest. Once winter ends, they'll be adults. They'll leave their nest one day and fly off to new places. Do you think they'll all fly in the same direction when they leave?
Probably.
Caleb suits down next to me.
Are you cold?
Yeah. Caleb chuckles softly and hugs me.
Even if they're separated for a long time, they'll reunite because they choose to remain by each other's side.
Then they'll never leave each other in the future?
No matter where they're headed, they'll always fly together. After all, there will always be one bird in this world who stands out from the rest. She's special. She'll be your one and only choice.
My eyes are looking at the baby birds in the nest, but my mind is thinking about something else. I wonder, when will Caleb leave this place?
I'll have to head back soon.
During our time in the watchtower, I knew Caleb has always kept an eye on the events from the outside world. Maybe someone is secretly sending him messages through the news broadcast, or he has other ways of staying informed. He's not the kind of bird that will make a permanent nest in a place like this. My body tenses, but I force myself to smile and appear nonchalant. A lot of people are looking for you. They must be losing their minds right now.
Everything will be resolved soon.
Light spills across the river and bathes the rooftop in a golden glow. Caleb and I decide to sit down and take in the view. I rest my head on his shoulder, and a heaviness settles in my chest. It's time. Caleb must leave this place. I try to reassure myself that it's not too bad. After all, Caleb promised he'd always be there for me. Why is someone really hurt, actually? What the hell? I feel like Caleb's story hurts much more than Sylus's. I cannot deal with this right now. I readjust to the monotony of going home and going to work. Caleb still visits me, but we don't return to the watchtower. That's the only real change. It's another late night at the office. As I pack up to go home, I find myself glancing out the window. My eyes are drawn to the street below. Across the LCBI building, and under the soft glow of a street light, sits a black car. It's silently parked along the curb. I make my way downstairs as usual. I pause at the entrance, but after hesitating for a moment, I decide to approach the car. I open the door. As expected, Caleb is in the back seat. He's engrossed with the data only he can understand on his tablet. You're here whenever I work late. Aren't you tired? And you're always right on time too. Don't tell me you have an insider in the LCBI building.
Don't worry. You're my one and only insider at the LCBI. I'm just doing my part to make sure there aren't any more annoying coworkers when I'm not around.
Ever since Caleb returned to his government job, the political climate has become ruthless. A power struggle between opposing factions is playing out behind the scenes. You're so keen on handling my affairs. What about yours? Caleb remains silent. The car engine starts, and we slowly begin to cruise through the streets at midnight.
I just wanted to see you.
You can do that whenever you want.
The people behind the aerosol attack at the club are trying to take me down. They'll stop at nothing to seize power.
I'm completely in the dark about your plans and what you're doing. Caleb, if only...
Do you want us to keep living like this?
Caleb cuts me off. As we drive, the street lights flicker. His profile shifts between light and shadow. You already know my wish.
Our little chess game has reached the final round.
But you keep facing new threats because of them, right? Answer me, Caleb.
Yes.
Caleb reaches across the space between us. He tries to hold my hand, but I move away. His lips form a thin line, while resignation and determination mix on his face. He tries again, and our fingers intertwine in his firm grip. Caleb is emitting a lot of information. In that case, I had to uncover the truth on my own. With all those weapons and Caleb's base at the watchtower, maybe there's more to it than meets the eye. I visit almost every place, except for that room. I never opened the door to it. It's been a while since I set foot in the watchtower. Everything's exactly where we left it. For a split second, I have this absurd notion that if I push open the door, Caleb will be waiting for me. I approach the room he never let me enter. I only want to see if the door is locked, but to my surprise, it opens. Is it a cage? What's in here? Dear God, sir! That's a lot of surveillance, holy shit! As soon as I look inside, I freeze. Are there cameras focusing on me? That's what I'm wondering. One of the walls is covered in a wide array of screens for surveillance cameras. I recognize several other locations on the display. Yup. He definitely was surveilling us. Of course he was. The street outside the LCBI building, the office, and this blinking red dot is my current location. So he watched us perfectly while he was stuck in the watchtower and we had to go to work. No wonder Caleb always knew where I was. How long has this room been here? Why is he doing all this surveillance anyway? But the thing that sends a chill down my spine is a set of heavy chains on the floor. They're next to the monitors. I pick up the chains and trace the dark red stains that speak of a desperate struggle. I should have known. Caleb is a predator. It's impossible for him not to go into a frenzy. He loses all reason when he's in that state. Maybe this is where he confines himself, so he doesn't hurt anyone. I take a deep breath and try to calm my beating heart. Putting down the chains, I notice a notebook on a nearby table. I open it. The first words on the page make my breath hitch. Look, hey, does he know? The entry's date is from several years ago. This was written before I reunited with Caleb. My heart pounds in my chest as I flip to the next page.
The LCBI is always busy. She's working late every night. Another late night snack. She must really like this place.
Hold on. Ooh, hold on. My computer screen froze? Oh no. Hold on. There we go. I quickly flipped through several pages.
Is she still looking for me? Or did she forget about me? Now that she's surrounded by other people.
Oh, Caleb, sweetie.
I returned to the watchtower today.
Oh, give me 1 second. Hold on, my cat. Okay, I'm back. My cat was just being a bit weird, but he's fine, he's fine. After I recover from the initial shock, complex emotions wash over me. I close the notebook and dial Caleb's number. You still there, buddy?
Hello?
Hey, where are you? The streets are eerily quiet in the dead of the night. I ride my motorcycle to Caleb's apartment. I run my thumb over the notebook's cover one last time before knocking on Caleb's door.
What's up?
There are things you refuse to tell me about, so I had to find the answers myself. My unwavering gaze is fixated on Caleb. He notices my expression, and he sees the notebook in my hand. A resigned smile flickers across his face.
Come in. I thought we agreed that room was off limits. I told you that secrets are nothing but burdens on the heart.
This involves both of us. What gives you the right to keep me in the dark? I hold up the notebook. If you knew where I was all this time, why didn't you see me sooner?
Well, you saw everything. The surveillance equipment, the chains. I'm a predator now too. Back then, I couldn't trust myself not to hurt you.
So you made that choice for the both of us. We stand where we are, and neither is willing to break the stalemate. Then, Caleb takes a step towards me.
Both of us know this city has no safe haven for the predators. To be with you again, I need to secure an unassailable identity. My plan is almost done, but I need to be in the crosshairs. I can't risk dragging you into it.
Caleb, please, do you have to, give me information about all of this? I feel so horrible that I'm out of the loop.
That's why I needed to disappear for a while.
Even if they're separated for a long time, they'll reunite because they choose to remain by each other's side. No matter where they're headed, they'll always fly together. Who should I believe? The Caleb who made those promises, or the Caleb sitting in front of me?
Pipsqueak.
I take a step back, but Caleb takes my hand.
Everything you saw was my doing. But I have to ask, will you leave me?
Why? Is my answer that important to you?
It means everything to me.
Then stop doing things that'll drive me away. Promise me that you'll be safe.
I promise I'll stay safe.
I gently wrap my arms around Caleb. Caleb, it's not that I'm any good at waiting. I just trust your judgment. So don't keep me waiting too long. Since that night, Caleb said goodbye to me. His car never appeared outside the LCBI building again. On those rare nights when I worked overtime, I found myself waiting in vain for the person who would pick me up. The LCBI is as busy as ever. We develop new tracking gadgets that can deter the predators. It leads to a decrease in cases. Caleb always accomplished what he set out to do. I thought if I trusted him and waited, he'd return. Then, a news report shakes all of Lincoln. The long-absent councilman is confirmed to be a highly dangerous predator, and he's already been assassinated. Rumors circulate through every shadowy corner of the city, and yet, I have no way of contacting the person in the eye of the storm. I'm sorry, did he fake his assassination? I mean, that's a good plan so people wouldn't look for him, but hello? But I won't let him disappear from my life. He has to be at the watchtower. That's the only place. A fine layer of dust covers the door to Caleb's apartment. No one has been to this place in quite some time. I know the passcode. When I open the door, I'm greeted by silence and a floor with items strewn about. As I step into the room, my foot brushes against a bullet case. Oh, I'm sorry. Papers are on the sofa and floor. A bullet is lodged in the wall, and the once pristine white surface is marred with bloodstains. It can't be. Caleb is a predator. He wouldn't go down that easily. He must be at the watchtower. If Caleb is injured or in a frenzy, he'd go there. Please, Caleb, please be there. Please, sir, please. There. Ooh, it's back. Some bruises, looking pretty. I race to the watchtower. Standing before the door, I grip the handle and push it open without hesitation. Yep. The rattling of chains echoes throughout the room. In front of the screens, Caleb is immobilized by several chains. He slowly raises his head. The muzzle gleams with a silvery sheen on the screen's dim light. I haven't seen Caleb's eyes this sharp before. He's injured, and despite the predators having extraordinary healing abilities, traces of blood still stain his arm.
You figured out what happened, didn't you? So why are you here? You're the last person who should be in front of me right now.
What about you? You promised to keep yourself safe. So why did you break your promise? Caleb, you're the one who owes me answers.
I can't give you an answer to every question.
It would be kind of nice. I won't leave you here all by yourself. And you're wrong. I'm the only one who has every right to be here right now. Caleb struggles before me. His eyes reveal his pain, yet there's also a dangerous gleam. The chains on his wrist clatter to the ground. A dangerous aura surrounds Caleb. He slowly approaches me, and the chains drag on the floor. I back away, but deep down, I know he would never hurt me. Give me the scene. Yes!
Since you chose to enter this room, leaving is no longer an option.
It's fine. I didn't want to leave anyway. Hey, buddy! Yeah, oh. Right.
Scared.
Aroused, more like it.
I should lock you up.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. Oh shit, he really can't move his arms too much. You're in pain right now. I'm just here to help you, man. Ooh, he looks so sexy on the floor. All right, we had to find the activator on his body. Ooh, Ooh, yes, please. Hello. Let's...
Did you have fun?
Without you? Bro, you're so salty. I'm so sorry you weren't... Touch his crotch? I'm sorry? Oh, this is the part of the card that I surprising... Did you scratch it? Lex, I gave you. You're still wearing it.
What are you doing?
Oh. This is the part I enjoy so much. Just look at that.
Initiating full body scan of the target.
Where's his activator? Oh. Okay. I gotta keep on touching him. Okay. Here's like... There we go. Alright, 2 suspicious areas. Where are you hiding this thing, buddy? Oh, the heavy breathing. Can I save those?
Probing for something.
Just a little? Oh my god. Okay. Go up. Can I go down again? Bro. Hold on, can I take another one?
Plaything to
Maybe.
You?
At this point, yes you are, sir. I don't care if we don't find it, honestly. Oh shit!
You approached me first. You walked right into my trap.
I mean, what if I wanted to? You good, buddy?
Are you doing this out of pity?
Bro, after all we've been through?
Then, when this night is over...
Oh my god.
Will you stay with
He
me?
sounds so freaking hurt. Caleb, buddy. Hey. Caleb holds me tightly in his arms. I wrap my arms around his back, and my hands slowly trace patterns along his spine. We stay like this for what feels like an eternity. Then, Caleb slightly loosens his grip and nuzzles my cheek.
I'm okay now.
They told me you were dead. Someone assassinated you. And I saw blood in your apartment and thought it was yours.
They were wrong. I promised to come back to you, didn't I? I won't go down without a fight.
Caleb gently opens my hand and presses it against his cheek. I don't believe that. I need to check it myself. Do you have any medicine here?
It's in the cabinet over there.
I get up and retrieve the first aid kit. Then I sit down next to Caleb. His body is marked with several bloody scabs from the chains. As I carefully remove them, I apply medicine to each wound. Don't neglect your injuries just because you're a predator.
You care about me, and that's more than enough.
Caleb hasn't fully recovered. His head slightly droops to show his weakened state. After I finish treating his wounds, I get up to return the first aid kit to the cabinet. Caleb grabs my arms, and I lose my balance. I tumble into his embrace.
There's so much I need to tell you.
We have all the time in the world for that. Caleb, I'm not going anywhere. I have the time in the world.
Back then, I used to love being alone in this room.
Caleb holds me close as he lifts his head. He stares at the screens that line the wall, and his gaze lingers on them.
always wondered what you were doing and what you were thinking. I questioned why you went to certain places, who you hung out with. And I was worried. If you ever found out how I kept an eye on everything you did for all those years, would you leave me without a second thought?
His gaze shifts back to me. The calm surface of his eyes fails to hide the tempest of emotions underneath. Wherever you want us to go, whatever you want us to do, I'll be there. No questions asked. So instead of watching me from afar, why don't you experience life by my side?
From now on, I'll be by your side every day.
Caleb's gaze softens. He buries his head in my shoulder, as if he's seeking the certainty of warmth in my embrace.
I already dealt with the assassin who came after me this time. I'll track down all of his accomplices. It's not about sending a message, you know. I won't let any of those insurgents slip through my fingers. And once we leave this room, I'll make your wish come true.
The home I want is the one where we're together. If you leave me behind again, I'll lock you up in here myself.
Do whatever you want with me. But let me rest in your arms.
Oh, that line was so nice. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Let me say that line. That part? Yes, bro. We stayed in that room for a long time, and together, Caleb and I wrote down the date in the notebook he used to track my movements. That entry might well be the last page. Eventually, everything dramatically changed as Caleb predicted. As a councilman, Caleb restructured the city's core leadership and implemented several measures to prevent and reduce predator attacks on civilians. These initiatives became the talk of the town, and any doubts about his status as a predator disappeared like a passing breeze. And my wish finally came true.
Are you heading out early today?
Yes?
I saw your friend again. He's waiting for you outside.
It must be nice to have someone pick you up every day.
Smiling, I say goodbye to my colleagues, grab my bag, and run down the stairs. It rained during the day, and so the night air is coated in the scent of the dampened earth. Caleb is standing by the car. As soon as he sees me, he opens the door and gets in. I quickly follow suit. You got off work early, Mr. Councilman. I was planning to go home by myself.
We don't always have free time. Why don't we do something exciting this evening?
It sounds like you already have plans.
There's gonna be a movie tonight. Do you want to watch it with me?
I thought it'd be more grand than that. It's just a movie, huh?
Yeah, a re-release. When it first came out, I still hadn't found you yet.
So you watched it alone back then?
Yep. And I thought it was a great film. At the time, I hoped I could watch it again with you. I've been holding on to this wish for so long. Won't you help me make it come true?
It's not like I say no. As we stop at the red light, I gently pat Caleb's hand. In response, he takes mine and tightly holds it. As we drive through the streets, I find myself once again surrounded by the familiar sights I passed by countless times before. Only when Caleb is by my side does this familiar path we use to go home feel like it leads somewhere. And I know that we'll walk down this path together, side by side, always and forever. Is that how it ends? Ah, that one was really good, bro. These stories really have a lot of emotion and heart into it. I cannot handle this. Caleb, bro, okay. We're gonna try again at the part where we don't stop Caleb and see how it ends. So give me a sec. I know with Sylus's one, he was like, you know what to do, and we had to mercy kill him, and then it was kind of like a sad, depressing ending. So I'm wondering what would happen for Caleb's. Do we have to kill him? Does he just attack us, and it's kind of like we're in his mercy? So we're gonna try that real quick. I just have to not press anything when he attacks me. It felt like to load for me. Please give me the Caleb angst. I would like some more, please. Oh, wrong one. Mother truck it. Hold on. Let me go back actually. It might be the Kindle. Hold on. I think I know where it is. I think it's the first Kindle. And then I'll show him. Hold on. I got it. I definitely got it. I definitely got it. Yep. Praise, my kitty. I think Price actually woke up and watched me play the game for a bit. He was staring at my screen pretty intensely. But looks like he decided to go back to sleep. You good, buddy? He'll probably be sleeping for like another hour and a half until dinner time. Alright, ready for the Caleb Inks, and then we'll play Sylus's one. I think it's the one where his shirt is up and you can see a bit of his titties and you kind of touch him. Maybe gotta help him with the injury. I'm not too sure. I didn't check that one out too much. I just saw the titties and that's all was in my mind the whole time. All right, so once that one loads, I can take a quick water break then. Now I'm really curious how all the other guys Catch Tomorrow 22's cards went. I've only read Sylus's. I think I have Raphael's. I gotta check on that to make sure. But Caleb's actually really hurt. But Caleb, I think his hurt more. I don't know how to describe it. But it was like... I actually don't know how to describe this one. Homey? It felt more homey. Like, we knew Caleb since we were a kid and we grew up with him and we got separated. And he knew where we were, but he was too scared to approach us because he knew of his predator status. But being with him definitely felt really nice and kind of soft, like we were always meant to be by his side. I kind of like the surveillance part though. That one actually really hurt. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna let him just attack me. Yeah, okay. We're gonna let him do it.
Keep this up, and you'll regret it.
Yeah, go ahead and attack me again. Okay, last one. Okay, buddy.
Run while you still can.
I don't want to run. I want you to devour me. All right, last one. Okay. How is this in?
Run while you still can.
Let's do it one more time. There we go. So what do we do? Are we just locked up? Yep. As soon as Caleb's teeth sink into my neck, the world around me starts to blur. Shaking, I slump to the floor. The last thing I feel is Caleb's burning hot body against mine. His searing heat envelops me as my strength fades. My consciousness slips into a pitch black void. Oh, he's gonna regret this when he gets out of his state, isn't he? He's gonna feel so bad. A sharp pain in my neck jolts me from my stupor. When I come to my senses, I see the flickering lights of a screen. Someone's arms are tightly wrapped around me. Caleb?
I'm here.
Are you good? His head is lowered, and his pupils have become unnaturally dark.
I want to say goodbye.
What do you mean goodbye? Caleb, what are you talking about? I try to lift my hand. I want to touch him, but my fingers betray me. They tremble uncontrollably. Am I dying? Caleb's burning hand envelops mine as he guides it to his cheek. He slightly turns his head and plants a soft kiss on my palm.
I'm afraid you'll blame me later because I didn't tell you anything.
Don't go. Desperate, I try to hold onto his hand, but it's as if he's slipping through my fingers no matter what I do.
I might be in a frenzy for a long time. Wait for me. When I recover, I'll return to you.
Don't. You can stay here, or you can let me come with you.
I can't. You'll be in danger.
He pulls me closer and holds me tighter. I press myself against him. I try to commit every sensation, every breath of this to memory. But Caleb's presence begins to disappear. I try to grab him, but my fingers only brush against the hem of his top.
Rest. When you wake up, it will all be over. As long as you're here, I'll find my way back to you.
Don't. Caleb, don't leave me. Please.
Wait for me.
All I can hear now is Caleb's heartbeat, and then it slowly fades into the distance. The door closes with a soft click. He's gone. The world around me becomes a pitch black void. I fall once more into the depths of unconsciousness. I bought your favorite birdseed again today. The tiny fledglings have grown up. They're now crowding around the edge of the nest. Each one of them wants to be the first one to snatch the food from my hand. Calm down. You guys aren't starving, just like me and my kitties. After distributing the food, I sit down on the rooftop. The early morning light is gentle. It filters through the clouds and mist to spread across the river below. In moments like these, I often imagine another presence. Perhaps that ghost of a companion is sitting close to me, or even embracing me. Caleb, where are you now? When will you come back to me? A gentle breeze ruffles my hair as I gaze at the sparkling river below. Just as I've done this countless times in the past, I would do it countless times in the future. Is that how that ends? Well, that was still depressing. I don't think it's as bad as Sylus, because we sure as hell took that man out and he's gone. But in Caleb's situation, there is a teeny tiny chance he'll come back for us. Oh my god, that one actually hurt. I know Caleb is feeling so many regrets of having to hurt us during that situation, and I feel so bad for him. I do hope he does come back eventually. So next would be Sylus's. Where are these? Oh, I gotta get those two. Here we go. So next we have Sylus on our agenda, as you can see. The one I really want to play. Because the look in his face, this man's like, You just want to look at my chest? Go ahead. We're just gonna go ahead and jump right on in. While this loads, I'll take a sip of my water. All right, a safe house. The bleeding still hasn't stopped. How are you feeling? I don't recall how I got into the safe house. Sylus's blood continues to flow from his wounded arm.
I'll have to trouble you again, kitten. I hope you don't mind.
It's nice to see you remembered etiquette when asking for help this time. As I speak, my hands are tending to his wound with ease, wrapping it in gauze.
Practice makes perfect. It's like how you dress my wounds.
Does it hurt? Suddenly, Sylus smiles. He raises his arm and purposely presses it against the gauze I'm holding.
Why did you stop? Shouldn't you be used to this by now?
From his hand, blood drips down, mixing with his body heat. It inadvertently touches my fingers. I'm trying not to make your wound worse.
You weren't this considerate before.
I'm trying. It's as if Sylus's eyes see my thoughts. A hint of a mysterious smile appears on his face.
Are we going to count this as an instance of caring?
I suddenly open my eyes, only to see the familiar ceiling of the living room. Was that a dream? I can still feel the lingering sensation of his skin touching on my palm. Why did I dream of an injured Sylus again? We're dreaming of him like that? Okay. Thinking back to my near-death experiences with Sylus, I couldn't resist picking up my phone. Please pick up. Are you not going to pick up? Please?
Hello.
There we go.
This is a pleasant surprise, sweetie. You're not exactly the type to call me.
His voice is still the same, and there's not a hint of something being off. I can't help but let out a sigh of relief.
Oh, I get it now. The sun must have risen from the west today.
Are you sure it's not because the sun is about to set? Relieved that my worries were for nothing, I'm in the mood to banter with Sylus.
You still haven't told me why you called.
Can't I call you and chat for a bit?
Miss Hunter, did I just sense hesitation?
Never. He's observant. Sylus's laid-back tone suggests he's an expert in this kind of game.
I guess you have a lot of free time. Why don't we...
Who told you that? Actually, I've been very busy lately, and it involves things other than work. He's always been perceptive, but I won't let him read my mind.
Oh. What's been keeping you occupied then?
He sounds more enthusiastic now, forcing me to continue. Well, there was a Wanderer attack, and I happened to save Mr. Romero. He's a philanthropist who often appears in the news. To express his gratitude, he invited me to attend his birthday banquet. He asked several times, so I had to agree.
This sounds like an exciting social life.
Yeah, so I'm not someone who has nothing to do and calls people on a whim. It's as if Sylus' deep chuckle could seep through the phone and into my ear. I can't help but turn my head away from the phone to let my slightly warm earlobe cool down. Oh, same girl. Why are you laughing?
Well, I'm actually someone who has nothing better to do, for your information.
It's better if you're less busy, for world peace.
In other words, when there's world peace, I can join you in your colorful social life, Miss Hunter.
I'm stunned.
Is that a no?
I mean, if you wanna go, I think I can have you by my side. No, I was just surprised. What made you think of that all of a sudden?
Why else would you suddenly call me?
Bro, the way he read me like a book. Having inexplicably agreed to attend a birthday banquet with Sylus, though I originally planned to just go through the motions, I decided to take this matter seriously. First, I need an appropriate dress.
Here are our latest designs. Take your time and try them on, man.
Thank you so much. The more I try to find the perfect outfit, the more overwhelmed I feel. In a room full of dresses, I have a headache. Why does it sound like Mephisto? Wait, when did Sylus change my ringtone?
What took you so long?
Why is it you? Put Mephisto on the phone. Bro, when did you do this?
Right. I almost forgot I changed your ringtone.
You think this is amusing?
Anyway, do you have a minute? I'm on Grand Center's top floor.
Hold on. Why are you here as well?
See you in 10 minutes, sweetie.
So you knew I'd be here? Wait a... he never listens. Standing at the entrance of a high-end boutique as Luke and Key... They're here too? My buddies! They're the only ones there.
Our boss is waiting for you inside. Don't worry, we got everyone to leave. You won't be interrupted.
And this place is basically empty, thanks to you?
You guys are VIPs here. This service is to be expected for special guests.
I see only one familiar face in this large shop. Sylus stands before a floor-length mirror. He's trying on a suit. I see his ass a bit. In the mirror, his gaze falls to me. I don't know why his calm gaze makes me slightly nervous.
Long time no see.
Has it really been? What do you mean? It hasn't been that long, right?
And yet, why does it feel like an eternity? Does time fly when you're around?
Oh, you sound so good. Speechless, I roll my eyes as Sylus speaks nonchalantly. I can't tell if he's joking or not. You still need to explain why you called me. Sylus turns around, takes a red and blue tie from the rack, and holds them against his chest.
Red or blue?
You know, red's your color. I think you need to stick with that. It works out. I let you find a nuclear bomb capable of destroying the planet. I hope you're not asking me to choose between cutting the red or blue wire with 10 seconds remaining.
When trivial matters are involved, I never hesitate.
His composure makes me grit my teeth. What's even more annoying is that he's not lying. Even problems slightly more difficult than defusing a nuclear bomb can't stump me. Grumbling, I take the red tie and quickly tie it around his neck. This one is particularly special, and it matches your eyes. They complement each other, a perfect match.
Then let's pick a suit that matches this tie.
Oh, you want to look your best by my side. You want me to decide? Aren't you worried I choose a red suit? Make you the brightest presence in the room? Sylus crosses his arms and chuckles.
If you're okay with having the most radiant presence at your side for Romero's birthday party, then it's fine.
I pause and then look up at Sylus. You're here just to buy an outfit for a birthday banquet?
Yeah. So, surely you've decided what kind of presence you want me to be, right?
Suppressing the smile that threatens to appear in my face, I calmly remove the tie around Sylus's neck. I heard Mr. Romero invited some high-ranked people from the Hunters Association. We shouldn't draw attention to ourselves.
If you say so.
He casually takes off the suit. Since it's going to be custom made, should we get your measurements first? Where's the designer? We've been here for a while and haven't seen anyone.
Sure. I didn't expect that they'd treat VIPs like this. No wonder business is slow.
Well,
here.
damn, man. I think they're trying. As Sylus speaks, he picks up a tape measure and gives it to me.
There's no one around. Let's do it ourselves and save time.
Bro, I don't know how to measure properly. You want me to help you take your measurements? To my surprise, Sylus puts on an innocent expression.
Is that difficult? Even more so than fighting a wanderer?
I snatch the tape measure, loop it around Sylus's neck, and pull him close. I stare at him. If you insist, your outfit will be made according to the measurements I take. And regardless of how it turns out, you must wear it to the banquet. You can't cheat and secretly ask for a designer to modify it. The amusement in Sylus's eyes intensifies.
Deal.
Hold on. Oh, that was perfect. Oh, thank you, Sylus. Oh, these are good. Bruh, his waist, y'all, I'm so not over Sylus's waist. It just looks so good. The dip, like, oh, it's so good. Wrap my arms around that, just never let go.
You've been staring for a while. Where will you start?
If I didn't know any better, I would have thought you were talking about a steak I'm about to cut. Ooh!
And if we keep idling, the steak will get cold.
Sorry, buddy, I just gotta... Ooh! Oh, don't give me that look! Bro, I'm too weak. I would fold so easily. Ooh! Let's go down. Am I actually measuring this man?
How does one wear such tight clothes?
Bro, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Confirm?
You can't get an accurate measurement. Change position.
What do you want me, Sylus? Ooh, can I move you? Belly button? Oh, this is perfect. Bro, what am I doing? Hold on. Is this supposed to do something? Bro, I don't know how to measure things. I'm kind of choking. Oh, I got it.
The closer, the more accurate.
No, the way he was holding up his shirt with the titties. Hold on. Oh. Sylus, be for real right now. Oh! Hold on. Go down, go down, go down, go down. Yeah. No. Zoom out. Zoom out. I swear to God, zoom out. Bro. Am I just measuring his ass? Am I measuring how fat his ass is right now? Sylus, I'm sorry, I'm just measuring your ass.
You want to attend dinner with a man wearing these pants?
I mean, if your ass is out, yes, please. Bro, Sylus, please. Where are you supposed to measure for the waist? Is it here? Sylus, do you think I know what I'm doing right now? I am just going at the...
You have such a wide smile. Was it fun?
It was very fun, man. Can I do it again?
What are you looking at? Are you going to measure my arm, too?
It's nothing. I'm done. I am not done. Can I?
In any case, we're attending the banquet. Our outfit should match.
You're gonna measure me? No, don't end it there. A few seconds pass before I realize what's going on. I don't need my measurements taken. I tried wearing some of the dresses downstairs earlier.
Custom-made clothes fit better than ready-to-wear ones. We should pick a style first.
Sylus lounges on the sofa. You're enjoying yourself, aren't you, buddy?
Also, if you don't like anything here, we can ask to see a different collection.
I wander around the store, holding 2 dresses I like. I compare them in front of the mirror. And in the mirror, I make eye contact with Sylus, who's behind me.
What were you looking for on my arm?
Nothing. I can't just tell him. I was checking if he was wounds, like what I dreamed before.
Let me guess. Injuries?
How did you know?
It wasn't the gaze for trying to find tattoos, sweetie.
Well, I know Sylus has always been good at reading people. The fact he read my mind still makes me feel somewhat uneasy. Should I blame it on you? Whenever we run into each other, I always end up getting into trouble because of you. It's gotten to the point where I find myself tending to your wounds in my dreams. Sylus gets up and walks over to my side. Are you trying to make fun of me?
Am I mocking you? In what way?
Looking at my reflection in the mirror, he stands behind me, his arms crossed.
Have you made up your mind?
No.
I see. This is a problem slightly more difficult than defusing a nuclear bomb. Do you need some help?
I nod. Sylus takes the dresses from my hands.
What one's thinking comes into one's dreams. Those aren't empty words, huh?
His arm reaches over my shoulder, lifting each dress in front of me. He's meticulously comparing them.
If there are more happy moments in your life, will you have more pleasant dreams?
I meet Sylus's gaze in the mirror and slightly smile. I can try. In our reflection, a hint of amusement flashes in his eyes.
Why don't we start today?
Is that the end? No, I was enjoying that one. That was so short. Can I get more? Can I have us at the party? Can I see our matching outfits? Ah, Sylus, please, my heart. Oh, that one was really cute too. Let me get my diamonds. Okay, I do want to check if I have Raphael's card of the catch. Hold on. One sec. Hi, bud. Memories. Raphael, do I? I do have his card for this series. Okay. I think those are the only 3 I had. But yeah, Sylus will always have my heart. This man makes me feel butterflies. I just grow in my seat. Caleb is a big close second to my fave, but Sylus just beats him. There's just something in Sylus. Whoever created Sylus on Info's team, they did it perfectly. I don't know how they just cooked up this man. Honestly, I don't know how they cooked up every single character in this game. They're all really good and they all appeal to certain people. So I'm really excited to see how the characters go more in the story. I think that is it for today. Hope you guys had fun. I had a lot of fun playing these stories and just fangirling over these guys. I was definitely like just squirming in my seat and blushing and kicking my feet and giggling like crazy. I love this game a lot. Definitely be playing more. I think next stream is Thursday. I think I will be playing Honkai Star Rail for about 2-3 hours, and then we'll do some more Love and Deepspace. I'm finally gonna do the main story branches. I've been holding off on those. I was supposed to do them last year, but things just kept coming up. I'm gonna get these out of the way and I can see what everything is about. So that is it for today's stream. I hope you guys all enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye bye.